Hello once again, everybody. Not a good day. Not a good, not a good day to say the least. If you guys have not heard, in Jacksonville there was the Madden 19 tournament being held in it was like a pizza bar or something like that in a mall. Happens every year. They all go down to Jacksonville, Florida. And from what I've read so far is that there was someone who entered the tournament, they lost, and they pulled out a gun and they killed 4 people and injured about 11. The 11, I believe, are fine. They are in stable conditions. They've had multiple gun wounds, but they are in stable condition. They're all right. But there is 4 people dead. And it's unbelievable that this would happen at a video game tournament of all places, you know what I mean?
Where people go literally to have fun. They were just having fun, having a good time, and
they talk about it. And I heard some guy telling a news channel about it, and they said, yeah, we're just going there. It's unbelievable that it would happen to a place that's you know all about teamwork and good sportsmanship, especially playing Madden.
mm-hmm.
Required it's football. I mean, it's a football game. They're going there to have fun. They all love the game of football as much as the next person they're playing. So it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense how he was able to just walk in there armed, I guess, so to speak. And that's where I want to touch on this. That's where I want to draw my first line. I don't want to see anybody. I don't care if all you do is politicize about things. Do not politicize this. Do not talk about gun control or he was mentally unstable, he's this or that. No, don't. This is not about him.
There's no excuse for it.
This is not about him. I am not shining a single light on him. I'm not talking to him. I don't know his name, and I don't plan on knowing. All I know is that he killed 4 people because he lost. Now he's gonna spread the rest.
There were reports that he passed, but nothing. Until now, nothing else has been released.
He's killed 3 people. The 4th one was him.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. He injured a few others. They all fled. They all went into other nearby shops or restaurants, and they hid. They hid in there. I've heard multiple, pro gamers who they were like, I didn't know what was going on. I could barely talk about it, and it's unreal that this would happen at a gaming convention. And I mean, it scares me too, because I wanted to go to one of those. I thought it would be cool. Not necessarily Madden, but if you go somewhere to like Comic-Con, E3, if you go somewhere like there where there's a massive amount of people, and not one of them are going to be carrying an armed weapon, because they don't need to, they don't want to. They're going to a place to have fun, to be with people who love what they love. There's no need for that. But again, who's to say it's not going to happen there? Whether or not people like it, esports is a legitimate I don't even know what would you call it? It's a legitimate sport, I guess. It grows crowds. It has competitors. It has teams. It has salaries. People make their living off of that.
Right.
It's no different than football. It is different, but they're all competitors. They're all playing against each other. They have managers. They have crowds, fan bases that all show up and support them. It's the same as any sport. So why is it that it gets shoved underneath the rug? Why do we get swept underneath the rug and just, well, it's not real. It's just a bunch of, kids going to play video games all day. Yes, but we are also a sport. We are also competitors.
We are a community as a whole. Where, the gaming community, we're all about doing what we love to do, is gaming. And some people are fortunately very lucky to make a living off of it and joining these competitions and these tournaments. But my issue was that not only that it was in a mall, but technically there would be security at a mall. Like, maybe a few. Not much, but a few. And
any type of security.
Any type of security, really. And there should have been checking everybody who was part of this tournament. Sure, I get, you go in there, you have fun. But you have to also look at the many mass shootings at malls. People just go in there and start shooting up people. Nobody knows if they're carrying or not. That's my problem. I don't know why there was no security there. I don't know why they didn't check everybody who was participating in this tournament. And the worst part of it is that there were kids. We saw footage of them doing like a raffle type of thing before doing the actual tournament. And there was 2, 3 little kids in there. They looked like probably the age of 12,
10
maybe?
to 12 years
10 to
old.
12?
Kids from all ages play Madden. Kids from all ages play any type of game. So of course, if they're going to say, oh, well, there's a Madden tournament. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I want to go to that. Oh, take me there.
It's just...
It's in a mall. They'll be like, yeah, we'll go and do some shopping. And you know what? You go back for your kid and he's lying there with a bullet wound in him. It's like, whoa, okay.
They should really improve on the security at these places. Conventions, concerts are now doing it ever since the whole Christina Grimmie thing. The last time we went, to a show, they actually checked our bags and they have metal detectors at the front door, making sure that anybody's going in there doesn't have anything dangerous on them. And that's what I think every place should have, in my opinion. Just have heavy security, metal detectors, and if anything else could be a help to keep the place more safe, then why not? Why is that even an issue?
I don't know why it would be. It's hard for me because I can imagine going to something like that and even someone like my little brother or anyone that I know, because it's a video game. You're still gonna play it, I mean, we don't know what the ages were of the people, the people who were killed. But I'm very, I'm dreading finding out. I do want to find out, though.
Yeah, of course.
I do want to find out, and I want to find out, and I want to do anything that I can to help. 'Cause, I mean, I love playing. I love playing any type of game. Madden's not necessarily my cup of tea, but I played it. I played it a bunch, and I loved it. I love playing Madden. It was a fun game growing up. It was like the grown-up version of Mario Kart. You know, if you were, if you were a football fan, and you go over to your, friend's house or your cousin's house, you're like, hey, you want to play that? Yeah, sure. You pick your favorite team. You can control them. It's a great franchise, and just, and just because someone lost, that's what gets to me. I'm not getting political. I'm not going to get political about this because I'm not going to.
There's no need to. There's really no need to. But there's a lot of people out there who keep saying, oh, this is why we need gun control. Newsflash. Guns don't kill people. People do. I want to make that really clear to everybody. Either people are watching this. This is not a political thing. This is a humane thing. This person came into this place armed already. You can't really say, we have to feel bad for this person because we don't know. We don't know his story. We don't know his background. We don't know who the kid is or adult. We don't know if it's an adult or a kid. It doesn't matter. What matters is that people lost their lives at this event and people were injured. People are suffering at the moment. Families are suffering at the moment. And all you guys can think about is screaming out gun control. Oh, this is why we need to ban guns. What's next? Gonna ban video games too as a whole because of this issue? I mean...
that's what I'm dreading the most, and that's why I'm gonna...
Yeah, that's what I'm like. That's where I draw the line. Like, oh, really?
I'm almost gonna call it that they're gonna say something about, oh yeah, freaking video games make people violent and angry. I mean, they already came out with the disorder for it.
Oh yeah.
If you play too much, I guess.
Apparently, it's an addiction. It's like a disease.
It's video game disorder or something like that. I'm just thinking, really? So I'm doing something that I love doing, and you call it a disorder. It's not hurting anybody else. It's not affecting my health. If it is affecting your health, then yeah, you should probably stop.
You should get some help.
You need.
Yeah.
Then you need to stop. You really need to think about it. If it affects your physical health or to the point where you need to be hospitalized or something like that, then yeah, that's probably where people are drawing the line. But that's like 1 in a million case of someone who's, trying to, do too much in Fortnite or something. I don't know. But I mean, the point I'm trying to make is that this has no need. This has no need to get political. You need to talk about the victims first. Console their families. Help them out in any way second. Talk with all law enforcement, all EMTs, anybody who was there. That's third. Then you can do whatever. But until you get those 3 things done first, don't bring it up. Don't ever bring it up. You may think you know what you're talking about, but...
You really don't. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what was his motive or what, maybe he had an anger problem. If that really is the case, that he got mad that he lost and just started shooting people, then maybe he did have an anger problem. But at the same time, we can't just base that off of, oh, we need to ban guns. What did you say earlier? You said something earlier. You said, what stops a bad guy with a gun?
The only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. It's the only way.
Right. And it's happened. It's happened multiple times at schools. It's happened at malls. Security were armed and they were able to protect all the customers and anyone who was there because of that. Yeah, it can be a bad thing and it can be a good thing, but the good always outweighs the bad. Always. That's my opinion on it.
So I've been thinking about it, of just a way to I mean, we're not big time YouTubers.
We're not.
We have triple digit subscribers, you know.
Yeah.
So we are thankful. We are thankful for each and every one of you. And
Yes, we are.
if you have someone affected by this, or you know someone who has been affected by this, then you can tell us. You can, you know, we'd love to help out any way we can, you know. But I just feel like, at least for the victims, maybe we can do something for them, you know.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking is, I don't even like Madden, but I'm gonna probably get it. I'll probably get it, and what I'm gonna do is, for the first, let's say, I'll just do it. We'll just do 3. We'll do 3 minutes. In the first 3 minutes of any sort of Madden game that you're playing, it doesn't have to be online. It doesn't have to be. It can just be an exhibition game. But for the first 3 minutes of that game, just kneel. Just have the quarterback take a knee for 3 minutes. I feel like that might be a good way to honor them. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know.
It's just a thought. Something to pay your respects, you know.
It's the only way I can really do anything. But so I'll probably put out a little video about that. And if you guys feel like you want to try that, or if you have your own way that you want to pay respects to them, we'd love to see it. You can show us on our Facebook page, Delirious Crows, same name. You can catch us on Instagram. You can send the video to Instagram. We'll see it. We'll share it around everywhere. I want to share this around. I want people to see this and know that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you play, what you play. You have the honorary title of a gamer. We all do. So that's where I'm going to end this. I just wanted to touch base about that. Again, if you have, you know, any way that you want to help out the victims, we'll see what we can do, and we might try to start maybe a GoFundMe page for them, just to see if we can try and get some traction going. We'll do that. We'll try them.
If we do find a GoFundMe that they are raising for the victims, we're gonna link it down below, and you guys can go check that out.
Check that out. You don't have to donate much. Donate what you can.
Anything helps.
So I think the last thing is just pray for the victims. Just pray for them. Just give your condolences if you can find anyone who was there, who was affected by it, whether it's a parent of someone or one of the pro gamers. Just go and send them a message. Say, hey man, glad you're okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so sorry this happened. They're gonna probably get hundreds and hundreds of them, which is good.
Of course.
But yours always matters. Them seeing those names, they'll remember those names. That sent them. I'll remember it, and it'll hit home for them. So I think that's where we're gonna end it. Like I said, if anyone has any information regarding this, or if you can find anything on like a GoFundMe page or anything like that, if you guys beat us to it, you can put it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and stay safe, most importantly.